My plant picks are Montana Aeromarginata hosta. This is the workhorse of the garden here. Lots of colors. This is gonna be big. I planted one probably 3-4 years ago. It's about 3 feet tall, perfect vase form, very vertical. It's these nice white flowers in here. These will stand a little bit of light. I think people think that they're a full shade plant, but everything benefits from a little bit of light. The thing to remember is the lighter the color, the more it can take a little bit of light. If it's a dark color, it tends to do a little better in the shade. I have them on the south side of our yard. It gets morning sun, a lot of shade, but this is a great one. I have another one, a Brunera. This one is called Frost King. These are beautiful. They have little blue flowers on them in the spring. This is fairly new to the garden here. We just put these in last year, and these are great. They're already starting to spread, and this can take a little more shade. These are great. These are my picks.
If any of you know me already, I love almost every plant, so it's hard to pick. But there are a few. 2 of them I have in my garden, absolutely love them. One I don't, but I'm gonna put it in my garden. So the first one is, okay, this is tall, so I wanna make sure you can see the whole thing. This is a Molinia or moorgrass called Sky Racer. You can see how tall these flower stalks get. It is absolutely incredible in the garden. Full sun. Eventually you're gonna end up with a mound about 3 feet wide. Nice round shape. You get these nice tall leaves, but then you get these flower stalks that go like 6 to 7 feet tall in the garden. And they're super airy and wispy, so it's just, it doesn't take a lot of space, but you have this height and this airiness, and when the wind blows, it just gets it, and then the light hits it, and it's absolutely amazing. The second one, this is the one that I don't currently have in my garden. I'm expanding a bed, and this is gonna go in. It's a full sun to part shade, can grow in wet areas, just average areas. The only thing it doesn't want is to be dry. Don't just, let it dry out for all summer long. You do have to water it every now and then, or let the rain go. But it is called Persicaria, and it's gonna get this nice mound. It's just gonna be a spreading mound that will grow with size, 2 to 3 feet tall. You get these kind of cool lance-shaped leaves. Sometimes they even could be a little heart-shaped. In the fall, the leaves will go yellow. Then what they do, the other thing that's nice is this blooms in August through the fall, which, there's always a lot of things that aren't blooming at that time of year. So the buds are gonna start out black, and then they're just gonna get these tall stalks that are kind of like bottle brush flowers almost, in a deep reddish winey color. It's a nice different plant. Okay, so my last choice is a tree. It's a nice medium-sized tree for your garden, so great for people that just don't have a lot of space, but they want something with a little height and size. This is called Heptacodium, or 7-sun tree. It's going to get about 8 to 12 feet tall by about 5 to 7 wide. You can see here it's got kind of a multi-stemmed branching structure, which I personally like to have a little more size in the garden. The beauty of this is it's going to bloom late summer again in these gorgeous little white flowers. Once the flowers are done, it's going to leave behind these bracts. It's like these sepals that are left behind from the flowers, and they dry on there. And so it looks like it's a flower again, but it's pink, and that's the cool thing. So you start with white flowers, and then you're left with these pink bracts that stay on. The leaves turn a gorgeous color in the fall. And then as the tree matures, this bark is going to be peeling bark. So you have all these fantastic parts and things that come together that make it one beautiful tree.
My perennial picks this year, one of them we just sold out of, but I have to tell you about it. It's called Red Valerian, or Jupiter's Beard. I pretty much just picked it because it was full sun and I love the name. It gets these beautiful little red or pink tufts on the tips. It can tolerate a little bit drier soil, and it really likes that heavy sun, and that's like my yard is stuff just crisps up right away, so I need something that can handle that all day sun. That seemed to be like the perfect pick. So next year when we get more, I'm definitely gonna buy a few more. Second pick that I'm gonna try this year in my front yard, which is full sun, is this mop top butterfly bush. This is new to us this year. I saw a picture of it full grown and it's just gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of like a lilac bush. The flowers are long and purple, obviously a pollinator favorite, and I really like the leaf structure. This kind of reminds me of like rosemary. I'm just gonna try it out and see how it does. I'm sure it'll do great. I bought 3 of them. They stay relatively compact, I think 3 to 5 feet. So for a butterfly bush, that's pretty good size for my space. And then the last plant, I have these growing in my yard already. This is the Silver Mound Artemisia. Right now in my yard, I've only had them for a year. This is their second season in my yard. They grew pretty consistently. It just looks like a little silver blob, which I love. Something smaller, something that's gonna have this kind of icy color all summer long in high heat is hard to find, so this was the perfect guy for that. It's also so soft. Like, I just wanna pet it all day. Yeah, they're doing great, and I don't really have to do anything to them.
One of my favorites that I planted last year that came back massive this year is the Hosta Rainbow's End. It's so beautiful and vibrant in the garden. Probably one of my top picks for sure. I actually got 2 of them last year. Another one that I planted last year was the Pulmonaria, the lungwort. I planted this one last year, the Trevi Fountain, and I also planted a silvery, like full silvery one. These are beautiful. These came back massive this year too, and then I got to see them bloom, which was really exciting. One that I'm gonna be buying this year, a new one for me, is gonna be the lupine. This one is called Staircase Purple. I mean, there's not much to say about this. It's so beautiful. And we have some other colors too.
My perennial plant picks are all shrubs. I have this mock orange. This one I planted last year, and I think it was the one that I was the most excited about this year when it bloomed. It's actually blooming right now at my house. The blooms were prolific and they smell so good. I planted it down by my cut flower garden, and every time I go down to check on my garden, I give this a little sniff, and I just love it. It actually grows really fast. Mine doubled in size over the last year, so it'd be really great for privacy or just a really nice feature plant in your garden. The Blizzard Mock Orange. My second pick is the Clethra or Summer Sweet. This is the Summer Sparkler one, so it stays a little bit smaller at 4x4. I have this weird spot at my house that gets like a mix of sun and shade, so this is a great shrub if you have a mix of sun and shade or a little more shade than sun, and it's a summer bloomer, so I'm excited to see it start popping and the pollinators to be visiting it all day. And then one that I am dying to find space for in my garden is the Spring Sizzle Panicle Hydrangea. This is a good mid-size hydrangea. It's got darker red stems, and then the blooms will come out more of an icy white, and in the fall they fade to like a really juicy, almost jelly-like pink, and I'm just dying to find a spot. I don't know if I can, but I need her.
My first pick is the beautiful Aquilegia butterfly flower columbine. Look at these alien-shaped flowers. How could you not like that? This one is early bird red yellow. That's a unique one. My yard is mostly sun, but I live in a rental property, so these are plants I've had in the past. Next here we got this penstemon. She's tall, she's not floppy, which is good. All right, and then this beautiful baby is the Monarda bee balm. This one is Fire Marshal. Look at these flowers. Look at them. Beautiful. A, not floppy. B, the pollinators love him, and his flowers are so unique. That's really all of them. They're not floppy, and they have unique flowers, which is hard to come by.